This is a very important problem facing the society today. Reduction of trans fat is an absolute must, and the entire world is struggling with this issue. The world has resolved, WHO has resolved that we will bring it down to 2% by the year 2023. Now, you see, there are three aspects to reducing trans fat consumption. One is to provide information to the public. Unless they know what they are consuming, they can't make any informed choices. The second is the regulatory aspect. And the third, of course, is to engage with all the stakeholders and to ensure that trans fat free or low trans fat products become available to people, because unless they have choices, they can't really reduce their consumption of trans fat. So, as far as information is concerned, we already have rules in our country that every packet of food has to display the level of trans fat. It is transparently displayed nowadays, but regulation is the critical aspect before we make progress. On the regulatory front, right now we have a stipulation that no oils will contain more than 5% trans fat. That is the existing position. In addition to this, we have a trans fat free logo which is given to products which have very low trans fat. So, this trans fat free logo is given to restaurants also, food establishments where low trans fat food is being prepared. We have this logo system which can be seen by the public, and people can go to restaurants which serve trans fat free food. One important aspect is to help school children, youngsters, to avoid having trans fat, because if they start young, then they can continue their habits later on. So, good habits should develop at a very early stage. With that in mind, now we have come out with a new regulation. It is being notified very shortly, which says that high fat, salt and sugar products, which are commonly referred to as junk food, will not be sold and will not be marketed, advertised in campuses of schools and in areas within 50 meters of the school gate. So, this is one regulation which is going to ensure that healthy food, nutritious food is made available in school canteens, and children start having healthy food at a very young age. The other aspect is about the levels of fat which are trans fat which are allowed right now. As I said, it is 5% at present. Now, I am very happy. Yesterday, we had a presentation before the Honorable Health Minister, and he has kindly given his approval to a new regulation which is saying that by the year 2022, we will have 2% trans fat only in all oils and vegetable fats. It is to be done in a phased manner. By 1st of January 2021, it will be reduced to 3% from 5% right now, and by the next year 2022, it will come down to 2%, and this is in keeping with our commitment that when India celebrates 75 years of freedom, we would like to have less than 2% trans fat. This regulation is going to be published. It is a final regulation which will come out very shortly. Apart from that, we are also coming out with a draft regulation which says that in all processed food, the amount of trans fat should not be more than 2% of the fat content in that processed food. So, this is a draft stage. This also would be published shortly, and it may take some time to get finalized, may take 5 or 6 months. But for oils and vegetable fats, we are very shortly coming out with the final regulation saying that it has to be reduced from 5% to 3% and then from 3% to 2% by the year 2022. This is the regulatory aspect, but you see, regulations alone don't really win the war. Ultimately, we have to engage with all the stakeholders. So, when we say information is mandatory and the regulation says that trans fat free products or low trans fat free products have to be made available, the question is how do they actually become available? There, the crux of the matter lies there. So, in the next phase, as soon as we have this regulation, we will go for very intense engagement with all the stakeholders. There are multinational companies which have reduced trans fat in their products worldwide, and there are Indian companies which have the potential of reducing trans fat. So, what is required is to engage with all of them, make expert advice and scientific advice available to them, make them share their own experiences with each other, and ultimately ensure that low trans fat products become available to the customer. The consumer should have a choice, and then he can choose to go for low trans fat. But if we have a regulation, if we make information available, but products do not become available in the market, then it is a wasted effort. So, that is the most critical aspect which we have to focus on now, that the regulation is in place, and we will focus on that now.